if you're looking for a Mardu Commander, or if you're looking for powerful Mardu Commander cards, we have the first 5 cards to consider when building your deck. The video starts right now. Hello and welcome to The Day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
I'm Jake.
I'm Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. We are going to get into Mardu Commander cards. Before we do, if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date with the most current news on Standard, Pioneer, Commander, Brawl decks, you want to know the latest news about MTG Finance, or you just want to see us open some booster packs, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Jake, are you ready to get into Mardu news?
Yeah, dude, we're going to talk about the first 5 cards to consider when building your Mardu Commander deck. Whether or not it's going to be a Commander or just cards that you need in those colors, we've got the first 5 to consider.
Absolutely. And we are going to start with Queen Marquesa or Marchesa, long may she reign. Death Touch Haster for 3/3, but the Monarch is everything here. If you cast her, you become the Monarch. You're going to get to draw an extra card at the end of your turn right after you cast her. That's worth it just casting her, right?
Yeah, and keep in mind as you're watching this, like, this is a representation of the colors of Mardu, and this is a very, very popular commander, but it's also a very, very powerful commander. So if you're looking for something that's going to be like really oppressive, but also offer a really fun political game, this is a great card.
Right. It starts tossing the Monarch title around, so anybody that is dealing damage to the Monarch with a creature on their attack step, obviously, becomes the Monarch, gets to draw the card at the end of the turn, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you're getting a 1/1 Death Touch Assassin that can just go... If you want to block it, you know what? Go ahead. It's going to kill one of your creatures. I'm going to become the Monarch again. I'm going to get to draw that card. It's so representative of Mardu.
Yeah, and I think Marquesa is really cool because whether or not you're the Monarch, you're getting some sort of benefit off the card. So if you build the deck correctly, there's a lot of power here. And again, a lot of EDH or Commander is a political game.
Oh,
People are sitting there talking. When you're sitting at the Commander table, everybody's coming up with deals. It's like a complex game of Risk. So Marquesa is a really good card when you're thinking about that kind of play group.
Yeah, absolutely. The other side of Mardu is absolute bash. Zurgo Home Smasher comes to mind. He's a 7/2 haster that's got to attack, but he's got indestructible, and whenever something blocks him, it's obviously going to die unless it's higher than a 7, but they get +1/+1 counters added to Zurgo.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot going on with this card. I think, I think it's a really fun cube card, but we are talking about Commander, and I think it's a great representation of Mardu. You got the haste that's red. It's also attacking each combat if able, which is also a red kind of thing. It's getting a 1/1 counter, which is kind of like a white and a black ability.
Sure.
But it's probably the black ability on the card because the indestructible is coming from the white.
Exactly,
which is,
right.
It's a really fun card, and it's, oh my gosh, it's a beast. You have to remove it when it's not the player who's controlling it, when it's not their turn. Or else.
And you don't want to take the damage. I can't tell you how many times I've played against this card, and somebody, the controller picks up a die and goes, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just rolls the thing, and I'm like, not 1, 2.
Yeah.
Zurgo is a hell of a thing. Crackling Doom. We have covered this, I think, in multiple videos across multiple formats now. Crackling Doom says each opponent sacrifices a creature, and that's enough for me.
With the greatest power. Yeah, but yes, I see what you're saying. It's like it's already good. It's instant speed, 2 damage to each opponent, which is obviously a red ability, but then that sacrifice getting in there.
Right.
Your opponent has just played their commander, and now on their EOT, you're Crackling Doom, and now all of your opponents are sacrificing whatever the biggest thing they have is. I think this card is a really good representation of these colors, and it's a card that, we've talked about it for Pioneer, and I just think it is such a strong card, and I really think it can shine in this format, and I think it's a great
representation.
Can.
As somebody who plays Korvold or decks like Sheoldred, where that will be the only creature you have on the battlefield at any one time, this kind of effect terrifies me. Terrifies me.
Yeah, because it gets around indestructible, it gets around... It's
sacrifice. Good. Next up is Mathis Fiend Seeker, and I think this Mardu is a favorite color combination. I think of both of ours, but Mathis Fiend Seeker is one of my favorite legendary creatures in this color combination that I can even think about.
Dude, 100%, man. And we were just talking about political cards, and this is... Oh, man, it's just beautiful. It's so good. It what it does, it incentivizes your opponents to kill other people's things so that they can draw cards. I mean, it's everything that anybody wants in a game.
How about a 3/3 Minister for 3 that incentivizes, you know what, that creature over there, I'm over it.
Get
you know
that
what?
Card.
Kill me.
Find your combo, right?
Kill me that thing, and all of us get to draw a card and gain 2 life. Everybody down for that? Oh, everybody down for that? Everybody down for that thing, guy?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Dude, and yeah, I mean, I think that is, at least for me, you have to figure out what works for you and what works for your commander play.
Sure.
But for me, I think that this is a kind of card that it's probably more casual than a lot of other commanders are.
Absolutely.
That are out there.
But fun. But fun.
It is
if you came here seeking the Mardu cards, you know what you got yourself into.
We're just trying to give you some fun cards to consider.
That's absolutely right. And you know what? Next up, we got Kalia of the Vast. And this is, I mean, I would consider this an OG. This is an OG of the
100%
of the Mardu colors, attacking, putting an angel, demon, or dragon right onto the battlefield, also attacking. This was one of my first commander decks when the format was officially supported. Before that, I was playing Uriel and just absolutely running a avatar, buff them up and make them swing kind of general.
I remember playing this against you when you were playing this deck, and it is not a fun deck to play against. So if you are looking for a more oppressive commander, if you can cheat it out, this commander can really run away with the game. And it's fun. It's honestly, in my opinion, kind of like a Johnny ability, but it's really good.
Sure.
If you can protect this creature, you're going to cheat out some insane stuff that's going to make your opponents wish they had never even come over to hang out.
Right, you're putting some lightning greaves or something comparable onto this thing, and then GG. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
And if you get the Soul Ring online, you're like getting it out early. It's just, it's brutal, dude. It's brutal.
Absolutely. That takes us back around to the beginning of the Mardu cards and the end of our Mardu video. Let us know which Mardu deck you are playing in Commander. If you want to support us further, we've got a Patreon. Link is down in the description below. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to hang out with us, come over to Twitch. We are streaming most Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we would love to see you. Jake, you got anything else?
You said all the things. All I have here is just like some penny sleeves, and I don't think anybody's interested in those.
Hey, look, I've got Spider-Man stickers.
Look, that's a lot cooler than my penny sleeves.
You want some Spider-Man stickers?
I have this... People are no longer watching.